Welcome back, everyone, to the deep dive. Today we're going to be taking a deep dive into the world of AI and its impact on beverage manufacturing. And specifically, we're really going to be focusing on helping you as a CIO in a beverage manufacturing unit and how you can kind of craft this roadmap for implementing AI in your organization. It's almost like we're giving you a shortcut to becoming an AI expert. We've got a whole stack of industry articles and research summaries and expert opinions, all kind of ready to be analyzed and distilled. It's kind of crazy to think that AI can be used for everything from predicting equipment failures, like when something's about to break down, all the way to crafting the next hit beverage. What do you think about that?
Well, what's really fascinating is that AI is no longer just this buzzword. It's actually a very, very powerful tool, and it can really help beverage manufacturers gain a competitive edge in the industry. In fact, the global AI market in food and beverage is projected to grow at an annual rate of over 42%. So that's a really clear sign that the industry is embracing AI. And for those who don't really embrace it, they risk really falling behind.
So I think that's a really good point. We're always talking about companies needing to stay ahead of the curve and really kind of pushing the envelope. And it sounds like AI is really, one of the key drivers for that. So let's start by maybe just kind of demystifying some of the jargon around AI. We hear these terms thrown around a lot, AI and machine learning. But what do they actually mean in the context of beverage manufacturing?
So imagine AI as a very sophisticated computer program that can actually learn from the data, and it can make decisions without having to be specifically programmed for each and every scenario. And machine learning is really a key part of AI. It focuses on enabling those systems to learn and actually improve from experience. So for example, AI can analyze data from sensors on your production line to actually predict when a machine is likely to fail, and this allows you to proactively schedule maintenance and avoid any costly downtime.
That sounds like a game changer. Instead of waiting for something to break down, you can actually kind of anticipate those issues and address them before they even become a problem. I was reading about how PepsiCo is already using AI to improve efficiencies and reduce water consumption in their manufacturing processes. So this isn't just some theoretical concept. Real companies are actually seeing tangible benefits from this technology.
Absolutely. And AI's impact really goes beyond just predictive maintenance. It can actually revolutionize quality control as well. For example, you can have AI-powered vision systems that use deep learning algorithms, and they can analyze thousands of images per minute to detect even microscopic defects that human inspectors might miss. So not only does this improve quality control, it also reduces waste and increases production efficiency. There are even electronic tongues that use sensors to analyze the chemical composition of beverages. This ensures consistent flavor and can detect any potential issues.
Wow, that's incredible. I actually came across an article where they were talking about how AI can actually distinguish between Coke and Pepsi, and it can even detect milk spoilage with like incredible precision. It seems like AI is almost like taking over the role of our human senses in a way.
That's a great observation. And what's even more exciting is how AI can be used to create personalized products and experiences. So imagine analyzing things like social media chatter or purchase history, even sensory data, to understand, what flavors and experiences really resonate with different customer demographics. It's like having a direct line to your target audience's taste buds.
Right. And of course, we can't forget about the supply chain, which is obviously a huge part of the beverage industry. It seems like AI can really optimize everything from, inventory management to demand forecasting to logistics and even supplier negotiations.
Yeah, and if we connect that to the bigger picture, AI really enables this level of agility and responsiveness that was previously unimaginable. Companies like Coca-Cola have actually used augmented reality, which is a technology very closely tied to AI development in their marketing campaigns. For example, their hashtag Take a Taste campaign allowed consumers to use their phones to grab a virtual Coke. So they're bridging the gap between digital interaction and the physical product.
So it's really kind of blurring the lines between the physical and digital worlds in a really interesting way. Now, all of this sounds incredible, but I'm sure there are also some challenges when it comes to implementing AI. Let's be honest. AI implementation can be a pretty complex undertaking, especially for large companies that already have, existing systems in place. And I think we need to address the elephant in the room, which is the cost factor.
You're absolutely right. AI can require a significant upfront investment, especially if you're building a custom solution. But remember, the potential ROI is immense. And there are ways to actually mitigate those costs. Things like cloud-based AI services and strategic partnerships. And really focusing on the return on investment can make AI more accessible, even for companies with tighter budgets. So don't let that initial investment scare you away from exploring the transformative potential of AI.
I think that's a really good point. Sometimes we can get so caught up in the sticker price that we forget about the long-term benefits. And it sounds like the long-term benefits of AI are really significant. Another challenge I foresee is integration. A lot of beverage manufacturers have these really complex legacy systems that might not be compatible with AI technologies. It's almost like trying to fit a square peg into a round hole.
Yeah, that's where careful planning and vendor selection become absolutely crucial. You really need to evaluate your current IT infrastructure and identify any potential roadblocks to integration and a phased approach to implementation. Starting with maybe a pilot project in a specific area of your operations can be a great way to test the waters and ensure a smoother transition.
Right, it's kind of like tipping your toes in the pool before jumping in head first. You want to make sure the water's not too cold. And speaking of testing the waters, let's not forget about the data itself. AI is only as good as the data that it's trained on. So if the data is incomplete or inaccurate or just poorly organized, you're basically setting your AI up for failure. It's like the old saying, garbage in, garbage out.
Precisely. A robust data management system is really the foundation of any successful AI implementation. You need to ensure that your data is clean and consistent and easily accessible. Think of it as preparing a gourmet meal for your AI. The better the ingredients, the better the outcome.
I love that analogy. So we've talked about the potential of AI and some of the challenges and the importance of data quality. But for a CIO, someone who's really responsible for making these big technology decisions, what's the first step towards building a solid AI strategy?
Well, the most important thing is to define very clear business objectives. So ask yourself, where can AI make the biggest impact in my operations? Is it predictive maintenance? Is it quality control? Is it supply chain optimization? Or maybe even something even more innovative than that. Once you have a specific target, then you can start exploring the AI solutions that best align with those goals.
So it's really about starting with the end in mind and then working backwards to figure out how AI can help you get there.
Yeah, exactly. It's about having a clear vision of what you want to achieve and then using AI as a tool to help you realize that vision.
I think that's a great place to kind of pause for a moment and maybe take a quick break. And when we come back, we'll dive into some more specific examples of how AI is being used in the beverage industry. And we'll also talk about some of the key considerations for CIOs as they start to implement AI in their organizations. So stay tuned.
Once you have a clear understanding of your objectives, it's time to kind of assess your data and infrastructure. Think of it as taking inventory of your resources before embarking on a journey.
Right. It's like checking your pantry before whipping up a new recipe. You need to know what ingredients you have and what you might be missing.
Exactly. Conduct a thorough data audit to assess the quality, completeness, and accessibility of your data. Identify any gaps or inconsistencies that need to be addressed before you kind of unleash your AI algorithms on it. You don't want to be feeding your AI with bad data.
And what about the IT infrastructure? I mean, can our current systems even handle the demands of AI integration? A lot of us are working with these legacy systems that were designed, long before AI became a reality.
Yeah, and a lot of those legacy systems just weren't designed for the data-intensive world of AI. You might need to consider upgrades or cloud-based solutions, or even, a complete overhaul to really create a robust foundation for your AI ambitions. It's an investment worth considering given the potential returns.
Now, I know what our listeners are thinking. This all sounds pretty expensive, but there are ways to get started with AI without breaking the bank, right? We don't need to go all in from day one.
Absolutely. A pilot project is fantastic way to kind of dip your toes into the AI waters without diving headfirst into a massive investment. It allows you to experiment and learn and really demonstrate the value of AI to your organization without taking on too much risk.
It's like a test batch of a new beverage formula. You want to see how it performs in a smaller setting before scaling up production. It's a smart way to mitigate risk and build confidence.
Precisely. Choose a high-impact use case that aligns with your business objectives. Maybe it's predictive maintenance on a critical production line or quality control for a high-value product. Set clear KPIs to measure the success of your pilot. And then explore, off-the-shelf AI tools or vendor partnerships to kind of minimize those upfront costs. You don't always need to build a custom AI solution from scratch.
That makes a lot of sense. So let's say our pilot project is a smashing success. What's next? How do we move from this small experiment to a company-wide AI strategy?
That's when you move on to a phased implementation roadmap. Think of it as gradually increasing the AI flavor profile of your operations. You can start by expanding that pilot to other areas of your business where it can deliver similar results.
So it's not about this big bang approach, but rather a more strategic rollout across different departments and processes.
Exactly. As you gain confidence and experience, you can gradually integrate more complex AI capabilities, like supply chain optimization or even AI-driven product innovation. It's about building momentum and demonstrating the value of AI at each step.
But even the most sophisticated AI system is useless if our team isn't on board right. We need our employees to embrace AI, not fear it.
You're hitting on a crucial point there. Change management and training are absolutely essential for successful AI implementation. AI is going to transform the way your team works, so it's vital to invest in upskilling your workforce and fostering a culture that really embraces innovation.
So it's about empowering our employees to work alongside AI, not be replaced by it. It's about augmenting human capabilities, not eliminating them.
Precisely. Provide comprehensive training programs that explain how AI works, how it will impact their roles, and how to effectively use AI tools. Foster a culture of innovation and collaboration where employees feel comfortable experimenting with new technologies and sharing their ideas.
It's about creating those AI ambassadors within your organization, people who are excited about the possibilities and can really champion its adoption. They can be instrumental in driving change and ensuring a smooth transition.
And let's not forget about the importance of clear communication. Regularly update your team on the progress of your AI implementation. Share success stories, address any concerns they might have. Transparency is key to building trust and making everyone feel like they're a part of this exciting journey.
It's about creating a sense of ownership and shared responsibility for the success of these AI initiatives.
And as you move forward, keep in mind that AI is not a set it and forget it technology. It's a continuous learning process that requires ongoing attention and adaptation.
So it's like fine-tuning a recipe. We need to constantly adjust and optimize based on new data and feedback to ensure that our AI systems are delivering the best possible results.
Exactly. Regularly review the performance of your AI systems, update the models with fresh data, and be prepared to adapt your strategy as needed. The beauty of AI is its ability to evolve and improve over time.
Now let's take a peek into the future. What exciting trends are bubbling up in the world of AI and beverage manufacturing? What can we expect to see in the coming years?
One word, hyper-personalization. Imagine creating beverages that are tailored to individual tastes, dietary needs, even moods. AI is going to enable a level of customization that was previously unthinkable.
So instead of mass-producing the same product for everyone, we'll be crafting unique experiences for each individual customer. It sounds like the ultimate form of customer centricity.
That's the idea. AI can analyze these vast amounts of consumer data to identify patterns and preferences, allowing you to create products that truly resonate with specific demographics. It's about moving from segmentation to individualization.
It's like having a personal barista for every single customer. Talk about taking customer loyalty to the next level. What other trends should we be aware of?
Another exciting trend is the integration of AI with augmented reality. Imagine consumers being able to use their smartphones to visualize how different beverage options would look in their hands, or even get personalized recommendations based on their current location and activities. It's about creating these immersive brand experiences that blend the physical and digital worlds.
It's like bringing that digital world into the real world, creating these interactive and engaging experiences for consumers.
AI can also play a crucial role in sustainability efforts. It can help beverage manufacturers optimize resource utilization, reduce waste, and minimize their environmental footprint.
So AI is not just about boosting profits, it's also about building a more sustainable and responsible industry. It's about aligning business goals with environmental consciousness.
Exactly. AI can help us create a future where delicious and innovative beverages are produced efficiently and sustainably. It's about using technology to create a better future for everyone.
Now, that's a future I can definitely raise a glass to. But before we get too carried away, I think it's important to address the potential downsides of AI adoption. After all, every technology comes with its own set of challenges. So we were just discussing how AI is this incredibly powerful tool, but it's also important to be aware of potential downsides of AI adoption. After all, every technology has its own set of challenges.
One of the biggest challenges is actually ensuring data security and privacy. AI systems rely on vast amounts of data, and that includes sensitive consumer information. We need to be extra careful about how that data is collected and stored and used to protect consumer privacy and build trust.
Yeah, it's like safeguarding the secret formula for your most popular beverage. Data security is definitely not something to be taken lightly.
Absolutely. And another potential challenge is the risk of perpetuating existing biases. AI algorithms are trained on data, right? And if that data reflects existing biases, those biases can actually be amplified in the AI's recommendations.
That's a great point. I mean, we need to make sure that our AI is fair and impartial, and that it's not reinforcing existing societal inequalities.
Exactly. And finally, we need to remember that AI is a tool. It's not a magic bullet. It can augment human intelligence, but it can't replace it entirely. We still need creative thinkers and problem solvers and strategic decision makers to guide the AI and ensure that it's being used effectively and ethically.
Right? It's about finding that right balance between human intelligence and artificial intelligence. We need to leverage the strengths of both to create a truly powerful and beneficial partnership.
The most successful AI implementations are the ones that embrace collaboration between humans and machines. We need to leverage the strengths of both to really unlock the full potential of this transformative technology.
So what does this all mean for you, our CIO listener? What key takeaways should you be thinking about as you embark on your AI journey?
It means that AI is no longer a futuristic concept. It's a reality that is rapidly reshaping the beverage industry. And those who embrace it early and strategically will be the ones who thrive in this new era.
It's time to kind of ditch that old recipe book and embrace the AI-powered cookbook of the future. It's about being proactive, not reactive. It's about being the disruptor, not the disrupted.
The ingredients for success are clear. Define your objectives, assess your data, build a strong foundation, start small and scale gradually. Foster collaboration and never stop learning. Those are the guiding principles for navigating the AI landscape successfully.
AI is not just about keeping up. It's about getting ahead. It's about unlocking new possibilities, creating amazing customer experiences, and really shaping the future of the beverage industry.
What unique opportunity could AI unlock for your company in the next year? That's the question I want you to ponder as we wrap up this deep dive. It should keep you up at night.
The future of the beverage industry is smart, efficient, and consumer-centric. And AI is the key to unlocking that potential. Don't just ride the wave of AI innovation. Be the one who creates it.
Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the world of AI and beverage manufacture. We hope you found it insightful and inspiring.
Until next time, cheers to innovation and to the future of the beverage industry.